I got two other annotations for the routes here, the named routes. For one, home always also has an automatically named route, which is just slash. So if I would add a route just slash, like this here, and I then remove this home key, it would still work. Of course, I have to provide a builder function here though. So if we do this, if I add this slash route here with a builder function that loads my category screen, this still works, and I still get my categories here and I can navigate around and so on. If you for some reason want to make sure that the default behavior of Flutter is to not load slash but a different route, you can also add an initial route argument to your material app, and the default value is just slash, so you don't need to set this. Now, one last important note about these route names. Of course, you can type them like this in the main Dart file, but the downside of that, of course, is that when you want to go to your category meals here, for example, you manually have to type that name when you use push named. Now, of course, it's easy to have a typo here and suddenly your app is broken, and finding that error can be hard. Hence, a common practice is to add a static constant property to your screens. So here for the category meals screen widget, you would add a static const property, which is a property that can be accessed without instantiating that class, which has a name of a route name or a screen name or anything like that. The name is up to you. And there you would store your route name like category meals. And the advantage of this approach is that you can now go to the main Dart file, and instead of hard coding it here, you would point at your class category meal screen, not instantiated, so don't add parentheses, but simply refer to that static property like this, which gives us a string and which is therefore a perfectly fine key here in our map, because route name gives us a string. And now in the place where you push, you would do the same. So here you would simply use category meals screen and access route name. Of course, make sure for that you're importing category meals screen Dart in the file where you use that. So that's simply an approach which is less error prone and therefore preferable. Ultimately, it's of course up to you if you want to use named routes or if you want to push routes as I showed it in the first approach, but especially in bigger apps, I would definitely recommend checking out named routes.